Hi, this is Josh Smith with Notebooks.com. We're taking a look at the Dell XPS 13 Ultrabook. This is a new Ultrabook from Dell. It starts at $999, and it's about the same size as the 11-inch MacBook Air. Also the same price. What you get for that is a 2nd gen Intel Core i5 processor, 128 gig SSD, and 4 gig of RAM. You have built-in Intel HD 3000 graphics, and you get this nice anodized aluminum case. On the bottom, we have a nice carbon fiber finish. So let's take a quick walk around the device. On the right side of the device, we have a DisplayPort and a super speed USB 3.0. We also have a built-in battery meter that will tell us how much battery life is left. In this case, I have finished off the battery on the XPS 13 Ultrabook. The battery is rated at 8.5 hours. In our browsing test, which simulates web surfing, with the screen set at 40% brightness, it lasted just over 6 hours, at 6 hours and 19 minutes. On the left side of the device, we have our power, a USB 2.0, and a combo microphone headphone jack. One thing you won't see is an SD card slot, and that's a disappointment because if you're going on vacation and you want to take your pictures from your point and shoot or from your digital SLR, you're going to need a dongle or an adapter to bring those pictures over onto your notebook. The Dell XPS 13 Ultrabook has a glass touchpad. We have 2 buttons down here at the bottom. They're integrated into the touchpad. We have decent scrolling, decent 2-finger scrolling, and we also have a nice large touchpad. One area where this touchpad isn't so great is with palm rejection. I found that while I'm typing, my palm would touch right here, and what that would then do is move my cursor up screen, and I would end up typing somewhere I did not want to type. The keyboard on the Dell XPS 13 Ultrabook is nicer than on the XPS 14Z, which we just reviewed. You have much better travel on the keys. Spacing is good. We don't have any funky key layouts, which I really appreciate. It allows me to get down and start typing, get to work without worrying where my fingers are. Backlighting is also much better this time around. We don't have the same weird backlighting around these areas of the keys, so appreciate that. If you need to type a lot, this keyboard will do it for you. I still prefer the MacBook Air keyboard over this keyboard, but it is definitely a good keyboard for people who need to type a lot. As I mentioned, the Dell XPS has a nice aluminum exterior. It feels good in your hand. Even when you close it and pick it up to go, it feels really good. The bottom feels nice. We didn't experience tons of heat while using this on our lap, most likely thanks to this nice large vent we have in here and the fan. The Dell XPS 13 Ultrabook has a 13-inch display. We're covered in Gorilla Glass, and we have a really thin bezel that allows this notebook to stay compact. It's about as compact as the 11-inch MacBook Air, which is what it can be competing with when consumers are shopping. Both of those notebooks are $999, and both of them share the same 1366 by 768 resolution. That resolution is great on an 11.6-inch notebook, but just okay on a 13-inch notebook like this. We'd really love to see a higher-end model with an increased resolution that would allow us to look at 2 documents side by side while we're working on the go with a much more productive viewing. Viewing angles side to side are pretty good, although vertically colors will start to wash out pretty quick. You can adjust the display back and forth in a variety of angles to compensate for that. You can share this display with 1 or 2 other people if you want to watch a quick YouTube video, but I wouldn't do much more than that in terms of watching content on the display. So there you have the Dell XPS 13 Ultrabook. Head over to Notebooks.com for our full review, as well as our comparison to the 13-inch MacBook Air.